So January 18th, 2026, that is when we're getting the new Game of Thrones spin-off, A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. Episode 1 will air that night. And obviously, I can't wait. Via the fabulous Westerosis and Temple of Geek, Ira Parker, who is behind this show, said he's doing it for George R.R. Martin. The fact that he's happy makes me very happy. Hopefully this extends to other people. He's only been a benefit to this show. It's been a delightful experience. God, I love to hear this. If you go to George R.R. Martin's blog, georgerrmartin.com, he's got loads of posts where he was talking about the production of A Night of the Seven Kingdoms, and he even visited the set at one point. We saw more behind the scenes stuff from George's blog than anywhere else, so we know he's a super active participant in this spin-off. And let's just quickly talk about the elephant in the room. George R.R. Martin has been involved in other shows that maybe he doesn't feel so great about. He walked away from Game of Thrones midway through. If you read his blog post the day after the finale aired, I mean, he's not a happy camper. And then House of the Dragon, he's had some comments about that. So for us, and especially me, somebody as a Song of Ice and Fire fan who is very heavy on the book canon, I like to hear this. It bodes well. It's what you want to hear. They say when you're writing that you should not want to please everybody, that you shouldn't write for the audience, that you should pick one person and write for them. I did this season for George. Firstly, love it, but also he kind of touches on a really important point. I wouldn't want to be a showrunner because you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. There's always going to be people who don't like what you put out. But if you do it for the author and stick to the author's narrative as best you can and don't deviate and go off on tangents, that's probably the best thing you could do. That's your best bet. And I don't think this is limited to George R.R. Martin. I think it speaks to authors across the board when having their work adapted. Stick to the work, stick to the book canon as best you can. If you stick to the book canon, how far wrong can you go? So this made me smile on this blustery, cold bonfire night.